Okay guys, it's the new year, it's 2026, it is the year of Marvel's Wolverine. It's coming out in the fall of 2026, that's already been confirmed, and Insomniac has kind of reassured fans that that's what they're sticking to. I know there is this big dark cloud, this looming threat that is GTA 6. Alright, it's coming out in November though. I think Insomniac will be safe if they release Wolverine somewhere around September or October. And of course, we did hear when we got that brand new trailer for the game in September from that state of play that they were going to give us more information for Wolverine in the spring of 2026. However, I wanted to make this video today because I have just a little theory, all right? A little hunch, an inkling, if you will, that we might get some news or at least something new from the game a bit sooner. You see, there are a lot of rumors circulating and floating around online right now that there's going to be a state of play happening in February. Nate the Hate is a pretty trusted source, and he mentioned that there is going to be a state of play in September. I believe Jeff Grubb even corroborated that. Jeff Grubb said specifically that it would be during the week of February 12th. Now, I will say, I'll mention that I think for the last however many years, there has very consistently been a PlayStation state of play in the month of February. So even if you weren't an insider, it could have been a fair thing to just guess at this point. Like, it would be like me guessing that you've scrolled down and hit the thumbs up button if you're excited for Wolverine. I know you've already done it. And so if we were to just operate under the assumption that even without these insiders saying it, that there's going to be a state of play in February next month, what could we expect during that state of play? On one hand, you might be thinking, Caboose, you're an idiot. The spring doesn't start in February. Okay, listen, you're right. You are correct about that. The spring does not start officially until the end of March. However, could we potentially see ourselves in a position here where we get this state of play in February and maybe just like a tiny new glimpse at Wolverine is showcased with the promise of a full PlayStation state of play dedicated to Wolverine in March. March would be when the spring begins. Spring is when Insomniac had promised to provide us more information for Marvel's Wolverine, and I think a dedicated state of play about the game is kind of what we're all expecting. Just a deep dive into the game, the way that the gameplay mechanics work, what the story is going to be about, costumes, who knows? In general, it does feel like Marvel's Wolverine is going to have a much different marketing strategy than Spider-Man 2 did. You know, with Spider-Man 2, they revealed it at that same PlayStation showcase where they revealed Marvel's Wolverine, and we didn't hear about it for 2 years. Then May of 2023 comes along. The last PlayStation showcase that we've had was the one that was in May of 2023. We get the big gameplay reveal for Spider-Man 2, and it's out in a few months after that. So from May to October, it was just this like full-on marketing sprint. Whereas with Wolverine, I mean, they're already handling things differently. We had that reveal at the PlayStation Showcase. We get kind of a re-reveal of sorts during the PlayStation State of Play in September with the promise of more information in the spring. And the game is coming out in the fall. So rather than just waiting and holding on to all this info for Wolverine and then sprinting to the finish line, they're instead kind of sprinkling us with information throughout the year leading up to its release. And for me personally, this is my speculation, all right? I do not have anything to base this off of except just my opinion. We could see something small from the game during a potential state of play in the month of February to tease a much bigger deep dive for the game in the month of March. If not that, then maybe Insomniac is trying to do things similarly to Spider-Man 2, just wait all the way until May to give us that more information. Then you've got Summer Game Fest right around the corner to give us even more details. Gamescom also in the summer, and if the game comes out in September, then there you go, it's in our hands. In general, I really do hope that they're gonna give us a healthy deep dive into the game, because I will say that trailer, it did a lot. It gave us good glimpses of gameplay. It gave us a good glimpse of the different locations we're going to explore. We even got a little bit of a tease of the story for the game, but I definitely want to know more, especially when it comes to combat. Like, am I just hacking and slashing, or is there some more depth to it? And I mean, listen, okay, Spider-Man and Wolverine, these are two characters that absolutely work in video games, especially for the reason of the fact that they have so many costumes that you can wear. So please, Insomniac, if we're gonna get a deep dive or something like that for this game, if we're gonna get more information in the spring, can you guys show us a little bit of the alternate suits? Regardless of whether we're going to be getting some new look at Marvel's Wolverine during a state of play in February, or if we just have to hold on and wait until they give us that more information in the spring that they promised, I'm going to keep you guys covered on this game right here on this channel. Subscribe, turn on those notifications, guys. We are going to cover the hell out of Marvel's Wolverine, and there's still plenty of other superhero games that are on the horizon that I plan to cover on the channel. We're crossing our fingers that 1943 Rise of Hydra is a game that still exists and is planned to be released. I don't know when we're going to be hearing more about it, but hopefully soon. There's an Iron Man game that's still on the way, and just so much more. But Wolverine obviously is the one we're most excited for, releasing later this year. I am very intrigued to learn more about the game, and I guess only time is going to tell. I just wanted to give you guys my hunch, give you guys a theory that I had, a game theory, if you will, about what could be going on during this state of play that's been rumored for the month of February. Obviously, don't get your hopes up too high. You know, people are going to get mad at me if I got this wrong. It's just a theory at the end of the day. It's not based on anything except pure speculation and, you know, a sprinkling of hopium, but we'll have to wait and see. At the end of the day, we know for sure, for a fact, we're going to be getting more information in the spring. So if we don't get anything from February, we're just gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. So with that being said, now I'm gonna kick it to you guys. Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think my theory is correct? Did you also maybe have that theory yourself? And also, when we get some more information about Marvel's Wolverine, what would you like to see? Is it villains, costumes, just an in-depth look at the gameplay? I want to hear all your thoughts in the comment section below. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.